Day, June 10th, and my name is T. Waldron. I'm here with my cat, Pumpkin. Welcome. If you're an old friend or a new friend, can you say good morning? Nope, she's a cat. She's not going to do it. But we are here to give you a little bit of gratitude with attitude, right? Right? Oh, she may want to jump. Okay, go ahead. You can jump over. Did you want to jump over? I don't know what she wants. She's a little restless today. That's how I feel sometimes. Anyway, if you have some water, take a little drink because we want to stay hydrated, and we'll do a little bit of deep breathing because I need to relax. It's been a really busy morning. And that's the key. You know, you have to take care of yourself. You have to listen to your body and do what you feel like you need to do. Good morning if you just joined us. We're going to do a little bit of deep breathing right now, and I want to focus on the heart center. We did this yesterday, and it was really effective. So we're going to inhale through our nose and exhale through our mouth, and we're going to slow our breath down. With each breath, we're going to inhale and then hold it, and then exhale and then hold it. And you can actually touch, you know, where your heart is, your chest, and I want you to think about inhaling and letting that clean, cool energy into that heart, giving it energy, and then exhaling. Good. And try it again. Inhale and exhale. You can keep your hand there because it really keeps your focus. What we want to do is go for brain and heart coherence. Okay? Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Very good. That's great. You can keep doing that breathing because it's really relaxing. And I'm reading to you from the book, The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shinn. She is a metaphysician who published this book 100 years ago. She self-published it. And the chapter we're on right now is the law of karma and the law of forgiveness. So those are two super powerful laws. And she says, and I'll read the first sentence from the chapter. We receive only that which we give. The game of life is a game of boomerangs. So I want you to think about that. When we have our actions, how do we treat others comes back to us. The game of life is a game of boomerangs. Our thoughts, deeds, and words return to us sooner or later with astounding accuracy. Good morning. Hi, if you're just joining us. I'm reading from the book, The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shinn. Welcome. Where are you guys tuning in from? I'm here in the U.S., near New York City. She says, so we see freedom from all unhappy conditions comes through knowledge, a knowledge of spiritual law. Obedience precedes authority, and the law obeys us when we obey the law. Okay, I read this yesterday, but I'm going to repeat this part. The law of electricity must be obeyed before it becomes our servant. When handled ignorantly, it becomes our deadly foe. So it is with the laws of the mind. Isn't that interesting? So, you know, with electricity, we have to respect it. We're using our lights and our, you know, all of the refrigerator, stoves, washers, dryers, whatever. Electricity is fantastic. If we don't respect it, we will die. It's a deadly law, a deadly force. So we have to know the laws that we need to follow to properly treat electricity, and then it's useful in our lives and it makes our lives better. Good morning. Hi, I'm Amirata. Good morning. Good to see you. So yeah, so these are the same as the laws that she's explaining about. These are the Hermetic principles. Today, again, we're talking about the law of karma and the law of forgiveness. How we treat others is how we will be treated. And it's very accurate. Okay. For example, and she gives examples all the time, a woman with a strong personal will, oh, I think I read this yesterday, but she wanted to own a house, and she looked at that house, and she wanted it, and she wanted it, and then the guy who owned it died. Okay? So, and she went back to Florence, and she said, do you think I killed him? And Florence said, yeah, you did. With your wishing for that house so hard, he died. But he could have avoided that if he had his own strong will, and that wouldn't have happened. But right after she moved in, her husband died. So it was karmic. So she, you know, her will got put ill on this guy, and then her husband she lost her husband. So Florence says we have to be very specific in our wanting things, okay? We have to, the woman should have said, feeling with great desire for the house, infinite intelligence, give me the right house, equally as charming as this, the house which is mine by divine, let me say that again. Infinite spirit, infinite intelligence, give me the right house, equally as charming as this house, which is mine by divine right. The divine selection would have been given perfect satisfaction to all people involved. The divine pattern is the only safe pattern to work by. Desire is a tremendous force, and it must be directed in the right channels or chaos ensues. So that's interesting. Men and women should always demand only what is ours by divine right. To go back to the illustration, had the woman taken this attitude, if this house I desire is mine, I cannot lose it. If it is not, give me its equivalent. That man might have decided to move out harmoniously, had it been the right selection for her, or another house could have been given. Anything forced into manifestation through personal will is ill-got and has ever bad success. Okay? And she gives another example. A woman came in great distress. Oh, I think I read this one yesterday. I'm going to skip this one. Okay. Okay, she has another example. I will give another example of reaping and sowing, which came in a most curious way. A woman came to her saying she had received a counterfeit $20 bill given to her at the bank. She was very disturbed, for she said the people at the bank are not going to acknowledge their mistake. So now I'm out $20. She replied, let's analyze the situation and find out why you attracted it. Now bear in mind, this is 100 years ago, so that was like probably worth about $200 or maybe more. So Florence says, let us analyze the situation and find out why you attracted it. The woman thought for a few moments and exclaimed, I know it. I sent a friend fake money for a joke. So the law sent her fake money, for it doesn't know anything about jokes. Florence said, now we will call on the law of forgiveness and neutralize the situation. So she goes on to say, Christianity is founded upon the law of forgiveness. Christ had redeemed us for the curse of karmic law, and Christ within each of us, our Redeemer and our salvation, will save us from all inharmonious conditions. So Florence said, Infinite Spirit, we will call on the law of forgiveness and give thanks that she is under grace and not under law, and cannot lose the $20, which is hers by divine right. Then Florence said, go to the bank and tell them fearlessly that it was given to you there by mistake. So the woman obeyed, and to her surprise, the bank apologized and gave her another bill, treating her most courteously. That was surprising. I couldn't believe that happened. If we desire riches, we must be first rich in consciousness. So that's very interesting. If we desire riches, we must be rich first in consciousness. So I just want to say thank you for joining me today. I hope you had a great morning. Thank you, Pumpkin. For myself, thank you so much already. Okay, and Amirata and Fiend's Luck. Okay, well, yeah. So, so maybe you've been responsible for some pain. We've all made mistakes in our life. As long as you don't continue that, now you're aware of it. As long as you don't continue, we'll pray for everybody. Dear God, help everybody. I hope you all have a good day, and I hope this kind of gives you a little bit of a path on how to have good karma out there. Put good out in the world. Okay, from myself to yourself. Thank you for joining me on this journey. And have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow, same time. Thanks. Oh, and subscribe, please.